Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach. Today's episode is about communication and what we are doing to prompt more engagement from, pun intended, from our prospective couples when they reach out, when they submit a form, what we do, what sorts of things we have in place that help us get more engagement and inevitably lead us to more tours. So the big thing that we do is initially we send the thing that they're requesting. So if they're requesting our pricing guide slash brochure, then we send that over to them via email and text. Then we follow up with a text that says something like, "Hey, when are you thinking about getting married?" Or "What's the big date?" Or "Did you have a time frame or a season in mind?" Anything like that. And you can set that up automatically through a lot of different CRMs. And so that makes it a lot easier. So you're not having to watch for every single lead that comes in and waste time on those that won't respond. So you can let automation do that a bit on the front end for you. And then you respond to the ones that engage. So once that happens, once they start responding, now the game is on. It's your time to shine. You want to follow up with them and actually start having a conversation with them. It's kind of weird that some people don't like doing that or they feel awkward about it, but really there's nothing really to feel weird about. It just is what it is, and you're just having a conversation, and you have to remember that you're the guide, so it's on you to help them figure out what they're looking for and kind of guide them along to the tour because they don't know the steps of the process. And so what we've actually found is that is that from the from our data, so we've seen across the board brochures come through. About half of the people will respond. So they'll download the brochure. Half of them are probably just looking for information. They're not quite ready, or they may not be after looking at your brochure. They could be out of the price range, or it could be a whole host of things. But about half of them respond. And then we see from there that a good number of them will go on from those conversations to actually book a tour from just downloading your guide and that sort of thing. So that's an excellent resource for you to use as like a soft entry into having a communication with you. And so you basically cut out the time when you have the automation in place to not have to worry about half of your leads coming in from those brochures. We hope that more people start communicating with you, and we're always trying to figure out ways to make that ratio a lot higher. Or the conversion rate of that a lot higher. However, 50% is really good unless we could get it from like 50 to 75 or 80%. We focus on other ways to get people out and other conversion metrics. So from there, what we focus on is getting them out for a tour. And so we respond, we take a look at the calendar, we say, hey, yeah, that's available, or no, it's not. Are you open to a Friday or Sunday? Are you open to another month? Are you open to another venue? We refer the people out to our other venue, and that's obviously not everybody has two venues, but if you have somebody that you like as far as fellow venue owners in the area, then might consider having a relationship where you guys share and refer each other, and especially when you have a date that's filled, so that way the people are staying with like-minded individuals who are able to fulfill well on the event. So from there, you say something like, "Yeah, hey, we have that date available. Why don't we get you out for a tour this week? What day works best for you, Friday or Saturday?" or something along those lines, and you just kind of lead them down the process to schedule a tour. Once that tour is scheduled, then we have automation that goes out that just follows up with them. So, hey, so excited to see you on the date and time. Here's the information. And then 24 hours before, we send a reminder text. And once they respond to that, then we know that we are pretty good to go. And then we send a final reminder at about 1 hour before the event. So that's ours. I'm not saying that that's perfect, but it's better than not doing those things or being inconsistent at those things. Because at the end of the day, the consistency is what's going to help you see what part of that whole funnel is falling apart or lagging behind or needs a little bit more attention, so that way you can boost it up and get more conversions. So remember, everything that we're doing before the tour is to get them to the tour. So if you keep that in mind, you want to have a conversation with them, and then you want to prompt them to come out to visit the property so that you can then sell your venue and get some sales. So, anyways, I hope this was helpful for you, gives you an idea of the things that you could be doing, recommended, highly recommended that you could be doing for your business so that you can get more sales. So if you are not, if you don't have a system that allows for this, let me know. I'm happy to give some recommendations. And anyways, if you found this useful, please subscribe, stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you there.